Good morning, everyone. Allison Gardner here, and I am so excited to share with you week 3's tools of how to live a happier, healthier, and more results-driven life. So the first week, we talked about how to set up a routine in your life, kind of what makes you centered, how to have anchor points at the beginning of your day and your end of your day, so that no matter what happens in between, you know what the beginning and end of your day look like. This also saves you choices that you have to make because it's habit, you know what you're going to do. Then this last week we talked about creating declarations, the difference between declarations and affirmations, why you need them and why they're important. And I hope that you guys have taken some time to put in some really good serious thought about really wanting to have them. Sometimes we may think, oh, that's like frou-frou, that's kind of weird. I'm finding that it's necessary in my life to be able to choose who I want to be very intentionally every day. I take time every day now and I write down the lies that are going on in my head and I write down the truths that I want to replace them with, and I say the truths to myself because I don't want to be held back by old belief systems. I don't want to be held back by negativity. I want to choose to be positive, and I want to find and create the positivity because it's both. There are positive things, you just have to have a mindset for finding it, and I want to create it because sometimes life can feel a little overwhelming, but as we choose to find the positive, it tends to show up even more in our lives. So today, I would like to talk with you about letting go, some different let go techniques that you will need as you establish a routine and as you find the positive in your life. The negative is going to reach up to try and drown out the positive. Now you might be like, really? Really? Is she serious? Yes, I am. Because as you say your declarations, they're going to be old programs, old thought systems, old ideas from when you were young that are going to try and reach up and kind of pull you back down and are going to try and take you back down. Because I don't know if you've ever noticed, but we all have some glitches. Kind of like a computer program can have some glitches in the code that makes it not run as well as we'd like it to. There's glitches inside of us. It can be old ideas from when we were young because our programming, okay, now if you're wondering what programming is a thought pattern based upon an experience from when we were little or just from the past in general. For most people, most of how they think about the world, most of how they think about money, relationships, and time come from when they were little. Watching family members experience those relationships, watching people, how they interacted with it when they were young. So a lot of your ideas about money and time and relationships come from when you were young. I don't know if that terrifies any of you, but the idea that I am managing money as my 7-year-old self is a little weird. So I'm choosing to take my life back. I'm choosing to create ideas as a 27-year-old, not as a 7-year-old. And so as we try for this new world, as we create a new perspective for life, those ideas, those programs, those glitches are going to rise up and affect us and kind of revert us back to old habits because our mind does what we tell it to do. And so for 20 years in my case, I've told it to do a certain way. And as I'm reaching for these new goals, trying new things, I'm going to veer off. I'm veering off from my established path. And my brain's going, no, don't do that, come back. So it's bringing me back. So in order to create new programs, I have to validate new programs and I have to get rid of the old ones. And as Albert Einstein said, in order to solve a problem we created, we cannot be the same person to solve it that we were to create it. So we need to be developing new habits. We need to be developing new ideas so that we are a new person solving problems that we created as the old person. Do you believe me yet? One last idea that kind of might get you thinking until Thursday's video is, as we are trying to become new people, as we establish a routine for ourselves, as we do declarations, we are filling ourselves up with positive and with the good. And kind of think of this as a jar with ping pong balls in it. If we were to just try and reach after those ping pong balls, and the ping pong balls are our glitches. So we have this tall vase with all these ping pong balls in the bottom. If we just reach in one at a time and try and find what our faults are, what our glitches are, the things that are trying to stop us, it's a really long way down to try and pull out those ping pong balls. If, however, we start filling ourselves up from the bottom with all of these good things, with a routine that makes us feel most us, with declarations that help us choose who we want to be in the future. We're filling that vase up. And as we fill that vase up and it rises up and rises up, the ping pong balls have to rise up too. And a lot of times we see those ping pong balls and we see our glitches, we see our false programming come to the surface, and we're afraid. We're like, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to go there. I don't want anyone else to see it either. I totally get it. None of us wants to look bad. None of us wants to be embarrassed in front of other people when the side of us we're trying to hide shows up. But you have a choice in this situation. Either you use the let go techniques I'm going to teach you on Thursday to remove them and get rid of them so that you can be your brand new self, your best self, or you can stop doing these empowerment techniques that I'm teaching you and try and push them back down. All that means is that you never are as full and your best self that you can be. This is what repentance is for. This is what forgiveness is for. This is just a technique to help bring those to the surface so you recognize what they are so that you can keep moving forward. I will see you guys on Thursday to learn the next application of the let go techniques to create the flip side towards a better side in your life. Bye.